I think people online have been saying this for years, but just that memes run the world. Do you think that, like, obviously 20 years ago, memes had no impact on financial markets?
Yeah.
What kind of impact do you honestly believe memes have on the general markets?
It's a great question. I don't even know if it's so much on the markets as its impact in our lives. Mimetic behavior isn't new, and it's not something that's been around. I once wrote a blog post on this. I'm trying to recall, the research I did around it. I think it showed up first in like Wired magazine in the '80s or something like that. And it's really, these memes are really ways of encapsulating human behavior in a line or a picture or a sound or something like that. It really reaches into, psychology. And I think once people have realized just the power that these pictures, these words have, and are able to apply it right to the way of distribution or the distribution channels that we have today, in this case social media and the internet, right? The internet came around. However, the proliferation of social media, I mean, I was one of the first schools when I was at University of Florida, way too long ago. But yeah, I was one of the first schools where Facebook came to. I think it was school number like 16.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, my either sophomore or junior year of college was really the birth. Kept wondering why the cops kept showing up to our parties because we kept posting it on, publicly on
Wait,
Facebook.
actually?
Facebook. Yeah, yeah. We're like, hey, party at, Campus Lodge,
No
14.
way.
And then
That's
like everyone like,
crazy.
why do the cops keep busting up our parties? And then we're like, we just it was so new. We didn't realize like we were just I wasn't doing it, but the kids who were posting like
How
there's a
did the
party
cops get
here.
on Facebook without the .edu?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, come on. You got the university police having no issues, setting up an account if they wanted to.
I guess
So
so. I
anyways,
guess so.
to digress from that, it took a while to basically have this, online, memery taking place. For lack of better words here, this is now how we encapsulate culture, media, news, and almost anything because it's so quick. You can get to the heart, of what the narrative is. You can make people feel it instantly without having them read, an entire long form blog post. Good
Do
luck.
you, do
It's
you
the most.
think that's like regression though, or progression? It sort of feels like monkeys
Both.
throwing things at each other a little bit. Is
Yeah, yeah. I think it lends itself to more extreme behavior. I mean, look, there's always a double-edged sword, right? There's two sides to this. One, the speed at which communication can travel ideas, thoughts, feelings by virtue of memes or just, a tweet or a post on LinkedIn, Facebook, Snap, whatever, TikTok. I think there's a lot of positive things that come out of that. Information sharing super high, makes for more efficient markets. The more information goes from A to B. But it also spreads a lot of noise, a lot of nonsense, a lot of hate, a lot of extreme thoughts and feelings and behaviors that get, amplified and are usually louder in calmer, in what otherwise is a more calmer moderate. And, to kind of make that a 360 or a callback to what we were saying about Elon Musk taking over Twitter, he made it very clear. A quote I really liked was, social media and Twitter can become a dangerous place because far right and far left, can start to become those echo chambers and spread violence. And I agree. Like, let's get moderate. I am as down the middle kind of guy as you'll want. And in order to really even find out what the middle is these days, you got to go listen to two very obnoxious sides and try and find out, where the middle ground is.
I
And
hate
that
news.
is that is a byproduct of, what we see out of information traveling that fast. And that includes memes.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think probably the most interesting thing that I've seen, particularly in sports memes, but I've seen it, applied to basically everything else is just, and obviously it's true that false information travels faster than accurate information, but memes sort of blend reality and fiction together in a way that's sort of impossible to like dissect, or you can't fact check a meme.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's like a
Yeah. The
fascinating.
sources trust me, bro. And this is going to give way to deep fakes and the AI stuff that's on
Oh,
the
that's
horizon
it's
on the
here.
horizon.
Yeah, it's coming.
very much coming, will very much be a factor in our lives almost on an everyday basis, and not necessarily in a good way, although it will breed innovation, greater security, and things we need to, worry about.